So Arif, I'll stay with you. Great background. You've worked abroad for many years. You've worked on potentially leading companies that are today literally who we admire and look up to. Number one, what is the motivation to say, hey, I'm going to forget all of that. I'm going to come back to Pakistan and I'm going to build something from the ground up here in my local in my home yard.
Yeah, good question, Salman. So I think one of the things that I feel when you are really early in your engineering career is like the exciting or challenging problems motivate you. But one thing that I realized after working for a while that the thing that probably motivates you the most is the impact on the ground. So going back in time, before I joined Microsoft, I had done my own startup in Pakistan. This is around 2006-7 time period. And we were going after a very ambitious problem. We wanted to connect anyone in the world based on their interests. So if somebody's interested in machine learning, we want to connect them with other people who are interested in machine learning based on the browsing history. But obviously, like back then, Pakistani startup ecosystem, nothing was there. So, and I got a great opportunity to go work on a similar problem in Bing Relevance, Microsoft new AI team. But I think I kind of like had a feeling of some unfinished business of not being able to create a great product or a startup out of Pakistan back then. So back in 2017-18, like my family members, like my brother and my wife, were involved in Pakistani fashion industry. And they were like, my brother was trying to create a digital agency that was going to help the brands to get into e-commerce. My wife had a brand of her own. And I was their tech guy looking at things and from a perspective of like, this is a massive problem in all the communities I live in. I lived in Vancouver, Canada. I lived in Seattle. I lived in San Francisco. Obviously, I was born and raised in Lahore. Among anywhere I lived, I know how passionate people are about our fashion products, but there was no product that anyone had built that would allow that discovery and the reliable buying to be easy. So I could see that there is a massive space out there. And I think around 2020, I was like, okay, I want to take a deviation from my path of growing the ladder in those big tech companies. And I'm going to come build a product and try to see if we can make an impact on the ground. The first couple of years had been very, very exciting. So no regrets around there.